everybody. Welcome to the Week in Review for Module 2. In the Week in Review, I want to look at what we have going on this week, also reflect back a little bit on what we just completed in Module 1. Module 1, everybody did a really good job. We had no major technical issues for the majority of you, so I think we smoothed all that over in RAD 300, so that looks really good. Last week I know was kind of a heavy week, 2-chapter assignment in there. Can be kind of difficult material starting to get into that. So I think all of you though did very well. The quiz grades were very solid. So that showed me that you guys did at least the reading and maybe watched the videos. So that's good. If you didn't get the quiz grade that you like, maybe do a post-mortem and try to figure out, hey, did I do the thorough reading? Did I watch the videos? Did I give myself a proper environment to take that quiz? So kind of look at that and see if you didn't get quite the grade that you liked. But the vast majority did really good on the quiz. Also, MoveNote presentations. You guys selected your topics for what you're going to do for MoveNote, which will be due in Module 3. And in general, I think all the topics look really good. Kind of followed what the syllabus said in selecting that MoveNote topic. You may want to do yourself a favor and play with MoveNote this week and just try to do a sample MoveNote. Maybe just make a couple goofy slides and shoot a quick MoveNote just so you know how to do it. Make sure you got the good lighting, your sound is good. I talked a little bit about sound in the other video and also in the course news. If you have a laptop and your sound is good through the laptop mic, no reason to buy one. Macintosh usually has great sound, but about every other laptop out there sounds absolutely horrible. So that's maybe where you want to get that little stick mic, or if you want, you get a headset mic. No more than $20. You're spending more than 20, you're spending too much. And video, the cameras within the laptops in general are decent enough as long as you have enough lights. Pump a lot of light into your environment, bring in a couple extra lamps, kind of set them around behind the laptop, outside your frame, because they are hungry for light and the images really only kind of pop if you have a lot of light. So if you sound like you're in the bottom of a well and you look like you're in a cave, one, you probably want to get a mic for the sound issue, and two, if you look like you're in a cave, try to blast yourself with a lot more lights. But it's something to play around with this week so you're not struggling with it next week when you're trying to get that assignment due. So that looks great. Last week did a fantastic job. This week is the brain. I will be quite honest with you. The brain is tough. It is in my opinion, the toughest topic you'll cover throughout this, because it's just the structures are very hard to define, to see, and the terminology is a tongue twister. I mean, it is just, you look at some of these words and they can be, of course, a lot of them have Latin origins and they can be very tough. So for me, those two things combined together make it difficult. So maybe some of the things that you want to look at is establishing certain bony landmarks. I know we hit about that in Module 1 and Chapter 2 with the cranium. Use those bony landmarks to help you figure out where you're at. So, if you see petrous ridges, or if you see, an auditory canal of some sort, and even though you can't really tell the object that maybe I'm pointing to on a quiz, but you know that you're in that level and that a certain part of the anatomy should be there, you can kind of use it to fill in the blanks, almost like a little puzzle. So, but I'll be honest with you, it is a very tough topic. Again, make sure you do the reading and also watch the supplementary videos. The videos, again, are just kind of there to help supplement your reading, plus maybe add a couple of little nuggets of knowledge that will also be fair game for the quizzes. Don't assume everything on the lectures is going to be covered, on the test. It's actually more. For in this case, there's a couple things like the circulation system of the brain that's not covered through lecture that's covered only through the text. So do them both and you should be just fine. So this week will be kind of the standard week. We're just going to have the quiz. I'm looking at my notes here. We have the quiz. You're going to have a discussion topic, and then your outline will be due, the outline for that topic paper. I'm going to put a link in here right below the video. It's for a sample outline. I think it was Chelsea had a question about what it should really look like on the outline. I don't want you to kill yourself on it. It's really just to help give you guidance and direction, and start to have you think about this paper and how you're going to put it together. The sample outline is your standard 5-paragraph essay. Yours is going to probably be more than 5 paragraphs, but you can kind of use it as a chassis, kind of a template of maybe how your paper is going to look, and you're going to structure it with paragraphs and conclusions and linking sentences between one paragraph and the next. By no means are you going to be held to this once you make your final paper. Probably as you get deeper in your research, you're going to head in a little bit different directions, but at least this kind of points the ship in a certain direction so you know where you're going with this paper. And that's kind of one of the main focus with this paper, is to get you in the mode of writing papers and developing a methodology to do that. And again, you may find something that works differently for you, but we're going to try to help guide you with some ideas about how to do that. So that's for this week with the outline, the quiz, and the discussions. Next week, you got your move note. So again, maybe kind of practice a little bit with the move note this week so you're not struggling with that. And a couple last observations. Great job on using the virtual office and asking questions. So thank you for using that. Also, I want to thank those of you that have contacted me through email with very specific questions, which is great. That's the way it should be. General class questions can be done through the virtual office so everybody can kind of see the answers, because they're probably having the same question as you. So that's great. And then with something kind of, again, specific, tailored towards whatever issue you're having, great, that's being done through email. So never hesitate to contact me either way. So super job there. And that concludes the week in review for Module 2. And as always, thank you for watching.